Hey guys, so here's a quick Tinkercad introduction tutorial. So this is the program we'll be using. It's called Tinkercad. We go to tinkercad.com. So that's the web URL you'll type up there. We are not going to join because we already have an account. So we're just going to click sign in, and I'll have the information for you, but most of the computers should be logged in already. So you can see the usernames here. So I'll just click next, and then the password's there. So I'll click sign in. So we're good. And then it'll bring you up to a place where all of our projects store because everyone's printing on the same account, so it's easy to find anything you've ever done, okay? So if I just scroll up and down, you can see all of these different projects people have made, and then you can see all these different pages. So, we'll just have to maybe delete some out eventually, but all the projects are saved on here, so you can just go back and edit it or print it whenever you need to. And so let's say if you were ready, we're gonna click create a new design. And that should bring us up to a blank workspace. And this is where you'll do all your designing. And we'll get into more detail later, but you can see we've got a lot of basic shapes over on this right-hand side that you can use, like that. There you go. And then all you gotta do is you just gotta click on it and drag it out there. And then that's kind of how you do there. You can click up here in this basic shapes area. There's actually more, so there's text and numbers if you ever need that. There's actually some characters that we can redesign. So there's a lot of different things that you don't necessarily need to print on your own or design on your own. You can start with something and then adjust it from there. And there's a lot of things up here, like if you didn't want that thing, we could just delete it. You might have to click on it first and then click delete. You can zoom in, you can zoom out, you can click this home button and that takes you back to, like, if you were ever zoomed out really far, you could click home and it gets you there. If you had a shape out here and you wanted a different view of it, you can click here and kind of change those angles and see how it looks. And then if you ever want to get back, you just go home. So that's kind of how that program works. I'll kind of show you how to print later, but okay, so now let's go back if we can. I'm going to click that Tinkercad button in the top left corner. Okay, right up there. I'm going to click that. And that's going to take us back home. And so you can see this hand. That's the thing I was just working on. You can see it's a few seconds ago, so you know it's the one. That's how you save. That Tinkercad button up in the top left corner. You have to click that color thing, that colorful button, and then that's how it saves. But the problem is, look at the names Tinkercad assigns. Shiny, Gogu, Hobby, right? Nobody would remember that. So what you can do is, let's just go back in and let's just click it. Okay, and if we're not done, right, we can go back in and tinker this. So we'll click tinker this, and then that's how you would get back in and eventually redesign. So because you don't have to be done in one day. And then up here, it's kind of being blocked by this timer, but there you go. There you go. So just click on it and just type in Mr. B. And then that way I know that that's my project. I'll click Tinkercad again in the top left corner, and that's the save button, and we'll see if it's saved as Mr. B. And there it is. Now I know that it's saved, and I can easily find it the next day. So that's kind of Tinkercad, guys. You can, that's how you create a new design. That's how you save it. That's how you rename your project, because these are going to be really tricky, for people to find because you won't remember that. There is also some sections up here. There's a gallery. That's for like inspiration. If you're ever wondering, like, what are some cool things to 3D print, you could always go there. You can actually search here. So if I was gonna, let's say I didn't really know where to start, but I know I wanted something with baseball, then I could search some things that have been 3D printed baseball related wise, and that can kind of give me a start. So that's Tinkercad, guys. That's how you rename your project. That's how you save, and how you can kind of search and some of the features of the program. Okay.